Always say no to these 9 types of people. We walk this earth, often unaware of those around us who drain our strength, cloud our judgment, and undermine our pursuit of virtue. A true Stoic must guard the mind as a soldier guards a fortress. Not everyone who enters our lives deserves a place within it. Some will lead us astray, weaken our resolve, and feed our destructive emotions. To cultivate a life of self-mastery and wisdom, we must have the courage to say no. No to the people who would corrupt our character, disrupt our tranquility, and pull us away from our pursuit of virtue. It is not an act of arrogance, but one of necessity. If we are to remain steady on our path, there are 9 types of people we must learn to refuse. 1. The manipulators. These are the ones who twist words, distort truths, and weave webs of deceit to serve their own ends. They subtly seek control, bending others to their will with veiled lies. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "Be upright, not kept upright." We must stand firm in our principles, not allow ourselves to be manipulated. The influence of such people chips away at our judgment and can lead us to betray our own values. To live according to virtue, we must say no to their games and refuse to be ensnared in their schemes. 2. The cynics. Some choose to walk in darkness, mocking virtue, scorning wisdom, and believing life is nothing more than a cruel joke. Their pessimism is contagious, and their presence makes us doubt the very light we seek. Seneca warned, "Associate with those who will make a better man of you." Cynics cannot see virtue because they refuse to acknowledge it. They wish to drag others down into their pit of despair, believing no higher purpose exists. We must distance ourselves from their darkness, for it threatens to extinguish our inner flame. 3. The complainers. These are the souls who find fault in everything. Nothing is ever enough and nothing is ever good. They poison the air around them with endless grievances. But Epictetus reminds us, it is not events that disturb people, it is their judgments concerning them. Complainers focus on what they lack and seek to spread their misery to others. In their presence, our own resilience weakens, and we risk being pulled into a cycle of dissatisfaction. We say no to them because their energy erodes our ability to find peace amidst life's imperfections. 4. The gossips. There are those who take pleasure in tearing others down behind their backs, spreading rumors and fueling conflict. They are obsessed with the trivial and the external. But Marcus Aurelius teaches us, waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. Gossip distracts us from the pursuit of our own growth. It clouds our minds with idle chatter and wastes our time on matters that do not concern us. We must keep distance from those who would drag us into these shallow waters, for their focus on the faults of others diverts us from our own path. 5. The flatterers. Flatterers shower us with praise, but their words are hollow, seeking only to control us through vanity. They appeal to our egos, inflating our sense of self-worth for their own gain. As Seneca said, "The wise man is content with his lot, whatever it may be, without wishing for what he is not." Flatterers will blind us to our faults, make us complacent, and hinder our growth. We must reject their empty words, remaining grounded in humility and focused on true self-improvement rather than on basking in false praise. 6. The envious. These people cannot rejoice in the success of others, for they see it as a reflection of their own inadequacy. Their envy is a corrosive force, slowly eating away at their own peace. Socrates warned us, envy is the ulcer of the soul. The envious live in a state of constant comparison, and they will try to infect us with their bitterness. Their presence disrupts our serenity, and in their company, we risk falling into the trap of competition and comparison. We say no to them to protect our own sense of contentment and focus on our unique journey. 7. The addicts of pleasure. There are those who live for nothing but indulgence, seeking the fleeting highs of the moment and mistaking them for happiness. They are enslaved by their desires, blind to the fact that true freedom lies in self-control. Epictetus reminds us, wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. Those addicted to pleasure will lure us into a life of excess, convincing us that indulgence is the key to fulfillment. But we, who seek virtue, know that mastery of self requires discipline, and we say no to those who would entice us into lives of indulgence and excess. 8. The irresponsible. Some drift through life without accountability, leaving chaos in their wake and expecting others to bear the burden of their mistakes. But Stoicism teaches us to value responsibility and to take ownership of our lives and actions. Seneca wisely noted, "It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that they are difficult." The irresponsible refuse to face the consequences of their actions, and if we align ourselves with them, we risk being pulled into their spiral of disorder. We say no to them, standing firm in our commitment to discipline and accountability. 9. The fearmongers. Finally, we must avoid those who live in fear, spreading anxiety and dread wherever they go. They see danger lurking in every shadow and convince themselves that the world is a hostile, terrifying place. Epictetus teaches, "Men are disturbed not by things, but by the view they take of them." Fearmongers infect others with their dread, shrinking the possibilities of life. Their anxiety constrains us, making us timid and cautious. We say no to them, choosing instead to embrace courage, face life's challenges head-on, and to live boldly in the pursuit of our purpose. In refusing these 9 types of people, we are not acting out of disdain, but out of a deep desire to protect our inner selves. Our path is one of self-mastery, of cultivating virtue, of building an inner fortress that can withstand the storms of life. And to walk this path, we must be selective about who walks beside us. In doing so, we fortify our resolve, strengthen our character, and maintain our pursuit of virtue. We rise not by accident, but by intention. Every day we rise with purpose, with clarity, with the determination to live a life of meaning.